Won't drive.
We'll drive there? I didn't know there was a bridge going to the Philippines.
Yes.
Wow.
Hi! Today is May 4th of 2021 and today is a Star Wars Day and we had our Jedi Retrieval. Just kidding. We had our Egg Retrieval done today. So today I want to talk about and update our family and friends about my experiences from the day we started our medications and to the day of our Egg Retrieval. Grant is not here at the moment. He has to go to work, unfortunately. I actually feel bad because he never had a good sleep for almost 2 weeks now because he was in charge in all my medication administration and driving me to my doctor's appointments every day, household chores, and preparing my meal every day and making sure that I am well and relaxed before the day of our Egg Retrieval. We are very happy that this first section of the cycle is completely done. I guess the first thing I want to start off with are the medications. On the first day of my injections, my injectable medications, I was so scared because I didn't know what to expect. I had this feeling of the fear of the unknown, which I think is very common when you start the process of any life-changing decisions. Although I give a lot of shots to our patients every day, I think it is different when it is you being poked, not just once, but twice or thrice a day. The needles do not hurt at all, but the medication burns a little while being administered. I was doing 2 to 4 shots a day for about 10 days. On the first few days, I felt normal, no side effects from the hormones. But as the days started to progress, I started feeling all the side effects. Hot flushes and sore boobs to the point that I cannot face the shower. I had to turn around because it was very painful. And also I had a very bad mood swings and also a painful and heavy belly. It's like every time I would walk going down or up the stairs, I would have to like hold my belly and support it because it felt like everything in there was swollen. So every time I move, there's pain. There were days that I had to take off from work because of that side effects. I know I cannot hold kids, I cannot poke kids, and I cannot do a lot of vigorous activity at work. I am so glad that my team at work are very supportive of me, and I was really taken care of by my husband, so it wasn't that heavy for me because I have people around me that carries the burden with me. So it is not as heavy as doing it alone, you know, dealing with all those hormones, with all those side effects. So it is really great having a great companion, amazing family, and also great support from your work. So in that 10 days, I had about 5 times of ultrasound just to check if all the medication I was taking were working. I had a lot of follicles that were growing perfectly during that 10 days of medications. So during my last ultrasound last Sunday, which was a few days ago, my doctor told me that I had a lot of eggs. So I had 17 eggs on my left and I had 9 on my right. So it is my left that is the producer. That day after that ultrasound, I received a call from them and I was told that I have to have my trigger shot done that night, which was very specifically timed.
Today is May 2nd, 2021, and today is my last day of my 2 shots of Fall STIM and Yanurelix. So today I'll start my trigger shots would be additional 2 shots, and that would be later at night. Yay!
So I did a trigger shot that night. It was the most painful shot I ever had. I actually had bruises on my belly because it's 1 ml subcutaneous, so it was very painful for me. And so I had 2 shots. I had Lupron and I had Pregnil. That night was the worst so far. So the next day we went back to the clinic to have my blood test done to make sure that the trigger shot works. A few hours after that day, after that lab test, I received a call and I was told that my egg retrieval is scheduled the next day at 7:45 in the morning, which is today, earlier this morning at 7:45. We are so glad and happy that the egg retrieval day finally arrived. And I could not be more excited to finally be done and over with this first round.
So, you woke up like this. No makeups, no contact lens. That's why my vision is a little bit blurry. What else? No perfumes, no scented lotions, no makeups, no other facial routine, since the egg would be sensitive to the outside environment, I think. I don't know, but that's what I thought. So, yeah, we're on our way, and we're a little bit nervous and anxious, but we'll do it.
We arrived at the clinic around 7:30, and then they had me change into the gown. They started my IV and my anesthesia, and all my memory just stopped right there. I do not remember anything. The next thing I know, I woke up in the recovery room. Grant was there waiting for me.
So we just got done with our, oh my gosh, I feel dizzy, with our egg retrieval. And Grant is there. Yay, we got 17 eggs. I'm just here in the recovery room waiting for these drugs to subside.
And then a few minutes later, the doctor came in. I was still groggy and not in my sound mind, I guess. So, and then she's like, oh my goodness, we got 17 viable eggs with this mini treatment. So again, what we did was mini IVF. It was a little bit different from the traditional IVF. I guess the only difference are the amount of the medications, but same process. And then what else? The same procedure, same test. It's just that you have, I think, less medication. I don't know how less, but it is a little bit less expensive compared to the traditional IVF. Grant and I were so happy and shocked at the same time with the numbers of eggs that they actually retrieved from me, and those are viable eggs. And it was very promising. The numbers were promising according to our doctor, and it actually worked. Tomorrow, in less than 24 hours after the egg retrieval, they will give us a call and let us know how many eggs were fertilized. And then we'll wait a few more days to see if they all grow, and if they survive with all the tests that they will do to them. They will do biopsy and some genetic testing to find out if there are some problems or possible problems, and that can cause miscarriage, and also how many are girls and how many are boys. After all that testing, they will freeze them, and then they will give me another set of calendar for the next step. Right now, I still feel a little bit drowsy, and I am very bloated and also very crampy here and there. So I'm taking Tylenol 1000 milligrams and also another set of antibiotics to make sure, you know, everything looks okay after that procedure. And I am also watching for any signs and symptoms of ovary hyperstimulation syndrome, since I am at risk. My doctor told me, you know, there are possibilities that I can have that. Sometimes the ovaries doesn't know when to stop. So we'll watch out for that. I'll take a lot of medication, not medication, I'll take a lot of fluids and just protein. I was told to take protein drink at least twice a day, and it's very weird and weird diet. Increase the fluid intake, that's what I was told to do, and just watch out for any signs of infections. All this post-procedure pain are expected to last for like a week. I was told not to have any vigorous activity for at least a week, or any heavy lifting or working out. So basically, I will just rest the entire week and give my body to recuperate, especially my uterus and my ovaries. And oh, by the way, during my ultrasound, HSG ultrasound a few weeks ago, before we started the procedure, they found out a polyps in my uterus, which is a very common cause of miscarriage in IVF. So they had it removed earlier, so that's the reason why I am in so much pain. They scrape that out, remove that, and make sure that my uterus is ready for the transfer next month. Looking back at those 2 weeks, watching her videos, Fran and I felt like I complained a lot, but I don't know. I think I did great. With all those hormones fluctuating here and there, my mood swings are all over the place. So I did not choose to be like that, to be a jerk. But I was a jerk for 2 weeks, and I think it was because I was in pain. So for those 2 weeks of pain and fluctuating emotions, I would say I am very, very blessed to have the best companion anyone could ever have. You know, he sucked all of my complaints, all of my pains, and he makes sure every day to give me a massage to make sure that my body is relaxed, I have a good circulation. I was a jerk. But you know, he's just amazing. He's very, very good in taking care of me, and I have a great support from my family, from my mom. You know, never stop calling me and texting me, praying for me. And also from my family, relatives, my friends that texted me since yesterday until this morning before we begin our procedure. I don't know how to put into words my gratitude towards all these people that loves us and that will always be there to support us. It's just amazing to have a great support from your family and from my in-laws, and also from your friends and from your companion. So it's a really big thing to have that support. In spite of all those painful procedures, you know, financially and psychologically and emotionally, we are very, very, very happy that this is happening. We were just talking about this last year, you know, starting the procedure, you know, preparing myself for the procedure, and it's happening now. So we are very, very happy, and I think the next hard part is the waiting for the transfer and the 2-week wait. And I don't know how to explain this, but I am very happy and excited. Grant and I are very happy and excited. Anyway, I think I should stop talking. I've been talking for a few minutes now, and I think that's enough. Again, the purpose of this video is not to educate couples or people that are planning to do IVF or are going through IVF, but to just update everyone, our family and friends, of what was happening. Each individual responds differently to the medications, so my story could be different from your story, or the way I respond to the medication, you know, is probably different on how you respond. Maybe you responded better. Every IVF treatment, I think, is different. It depends on how you or your husband responds on the medication that you're taking. To our family and friends, we are very, very happy and excited to share this journey with you. That's all for now. Have a great and blessed May 4th. May the force be with you, since it was with us today. As I've mentioned in my previous documentation video, I don't know what you call it, but okay, life can be hard and tough during this pandemic, but I do believe that life is still full of possibilities.